Hey, my name's Cody, and if you clicked onto this video, you're probably interested in one of these instant print kids cameras. Now, this one specifically is the HiMont Kids Camera. I bought it from Amazon for about $40. I bought this actually as kind of a joke gift. Like, I knew it was gonna print photos. I didn't think it was gonna be so good, so that's why I'm making this review. I think more people out there, like myself, might be interested in this camera. And not only people like myself, photographers, but I think that for kids, this is a great option. So, this is just a quick unscripted review of this camera, why I think it's great, what I think you might need to know in order to make a purchase on this. It's not expensive, but it is money that you want to make sure that you're spending it in the right way. Now, when I was on Amazon, I noticed there was a wide variety of different designs, but I think they're all basically the same thing. If they're about that $40 price range, they might even be the same mother company, just rebranding them. I'm not sure. I got this one because it looks kind of like kind of like a real camera. It looks a little bit better than the unicorn horsey ones, but those ones are great for the kids. So it works right out of the box. You literally just hit this power button and it turns on. To be honest, it turns on about the same amount of time as some cameras nowadays. It's a little bit slow, but then you're hit with this menu right here. So you can see there is photo, video, MP3, playback, games, and settings, which actually kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that this could take video. So you can take photos. Let me jump into the photo real quick. I'll take a quick photo. Let me take a photo of this avocado. And you'll be able to see the detail that this actually shoots. Okay, so here we go. I've gone print mode. Okay, so you just hit OK on the back right here, and then it goes printing, and right away it starts printing out. So how this works, it works just like the receipts in your grocery store. It just is a heat printer on this heat paper, and there's our photo, and you can see it's quite a bit of detail. You can see the barcode details, you can see the texture of the avocado. Now, obviously I have a nice light right here, and all cameras work on light. Like a camera has to have good light. That's why smartphones and smaller sensor cameras like this, when you go out in the evening, it's gonna be hard to take a good photo because there's no light. Let me go back into the menu. I just click the OK power, I click the power button right here. And then, like I said, I was surprised. It's not touchscreen, but you do have a left arrow, a right arrow, and an up and down right here, and then your OK button right here. So let's go over to the video, and we can hit OK. And now let me take a quick video, and I haven't put this up onto my computer yet because you have an SD card that you can take the video or the photos out and put that into your computer, so you get to actually save your photos and your videos that you take with this. So let's take a quick video and test the video capabilities. So I'm filming this avocado right now, and you can see my hand, what this looks like with my light over here bouncing off of the wall. And this is the microphone. Let's do a little selfie microphone test. So there's 3 dots right on the front of the camera right here, and I'm guessing that's right where the microphone is. And I also see some dots on the back. I see 1 dot on the back right here, and 2 dots on the side. So I'm wondering, well, these look like lights, but I'm guessing based off of all of my camera review experiences that these are microphones, 1 on the back and a better one on the front. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is good at all, so let's stop this recording. I'll put that video up so you guys can take a look at the example. Maybe not the best scenario, but this is probably what you're gonna be getting, just real life moments just like this. Okay, let's get through the menu a little farther. MP3, I haven't put an MP3 on this, but I think that you can put music onto this. I don't personally ever see myself actually doing that, but if this was a kid's camera, like if I bought this for my kid, I might put some music on there, so then they can not only take photos and videos, they can actually sit there and play music. I'm not sure how loud the speaker on this is, but I'm assuming that's what the MP3 section is. And then here's our playback. So if we want to look at the photos and the videos, we just scroll over or scroll down, and you can hit OK, and now you can see there is my video file. I'm gonna push OK, and you can actually hear. See my hand, what this looks like with my light. You can hear in the playback that it's actually playing the video. You can see it. It's actually not too bad. Based off of the view that I'm seeing right now on this screen, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. And now I'm gonna go over into the game section. Now this is actually really cool. So when I grew up, I remember taking my mom's, I think it was a Motorola phone. It was the first cell phone that she ever got, and I grew up in a big family. There's 6 of us, and we used to fight over her phone who got to play the game Snake. And now if you know what the game Snake is, let me get in here and open Snake. It's the first game on this menu. There's some games in here. Snake, it's just classic, just like this. So you use the arrows. I'm gonna go down, and now I'm gonna go over and get that dot. I'm gonna eat that. So that's super cute. I'm gonna hit back, and it says game over, and then you go back out into the game menu, and I can scroll over. Here's like this maze game. Here is you gotta push these boxes. You're like a pirate and you push boxes around. Here's Tetris. And then this one, I forget. Oh, this is I forget what it's called, but you're bouncing. So this is the game. I'm gonna hit this way. There we go. Oh, I can't believe I actually do it. I'm playing this just by looking at the screen on my computer, or on my camera right here. I can't believe I even got a couple, because the other day I tried to play this and I was awful at it. Anyway, so there's games on this. Let me go back out again. Yes, I want to exit. And let's go back to the menu even more. And then there's settings. So inside the settings, this is actually important because you can change the language. Let's see what different languages there are. This looks like Chinese, maybe simplified Chinese. This looks like Japanese. There's maybe Russian, French, German. There's a bunch of different languages. So let's move on to the next. There's a print density. Now, I played with this, so I think that what this refers to is how hot is the receipt being printed, which means how dark is the blacks gonna be, So this only prints in black and white. So let me get into here, print density. I have 0, 1, 2, and 3. Let's do a quick test. So I'm gonna go, let's go 3, 2, 1, okay? So I'm at 3, let's go out, take a quick test shot. I'm gonna need a pen for this, hold on. I'm gonna leave the avocado in the same place, and we're gonna be able to compare the differences between. So this is number 3, and it's prompting and printing. Same photo. This should be number 2. It's already, so this is, I don't know, it's hard to tell, it's so close. Did I even change it? This is number 2D. Okay, and now we're on print density number 1, same photo. And it's printing. I can see a difference now between 1 and 3 for sure. So this is just the darkness level. So how dark is this gonna be? So this is number 1D. Again, same photo, same light. We know nothing has changed because I'm using a constant light right here. And this one is very light. So yes, I can definitely see the difference between 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 0D. This is 0, this is 3. Obviously this one's darker. And so you have a little bit of control in how the image comes out there. There's one more setting that we should take a look at. Let me go into the settings here. It's not the density, it's the print mode. So the print type, so there's a gray point and a dot point. I took one photo with the gray point and I realized I didn't like it. The dot point looks a little bit more like grain from a film camera or from ISO introduced into an image with a digital camera. So if you like the film look, I think you're gonna want to just keep it on dot. We're gonna change this onto the gray point, and we'll take a photo with the gray point. Same photo, and we'll compare. So you'll be able to see the difference between gray point and dot. It looks like you can see the lines. You can see the difference of these two photos. I know you're not gonna be able to really see it that well. This, the gray line, and this is the dot. So I prefer this over this. And yeah, that's what the differences between these look like. There's a date and time, so it does stamp your photos with a print and time. Like you can see this right on the corner right here. You can see there's a date and a time right here stamped onto the image. There's a volume, so you can turn up, you can hear these buttons. You can turn the volume. Let's see, I didn't even go in there. It looks like, okay, it gets pretty loud. And it gets all the way to mute. So you can turn the volume all the way off. So I like to hear it just a little bit because I want to know that I actually pushed the shutter button. Video resolution. So I can change from 1080p to 720p. I'm not sure why you would want to do that other than saving space on the SD card, which is included in your package. And I'm going to keep it at 1080p. And camera resolution. There's only one camera resolution, which is 12 megapixels. Format SD card, so if you've already uploaded or saved these images onto your computer or a hard drive, whatever, you can format the SD card if this gets full. And auto power off, let's see, turn this on. So you have off 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. That means if this is not touched for 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes, you can select which ones you want. It will turn off automatically and save the power. Silent record, I'm not sure what this is. maybe that just is like a repeat, like it will just keep going. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe kind of like a dash cam. Frequencies, so this is if you're in a different country, you can change the frequencies of this. That will affect your video. There's default settings, so I think that you can just reset the camera to default setting. Okay, so that is all of the menu: photos, video, MP3, playback, games, and settings, and it's quite a bit of settings for a kid's camera. So I think there are a couple people out there in the world who would be interested in this. Obviously, parents who want to get their kids a little camera. I know from experience, whenever I go home to Seattle, Washington, and I visit my brothers and sisters, and I see all the nieces and nephews, I always have my camera gear, and they always want to use my camera, and I tell them, no, this is too expensive, you can't play with my cameras, and they always want to have their own cameras, and some of them have little toy cameras, but oftentimes what happens is the kids are old enough and smart enough to know that they actually want to take a photo. So what happens is they take their mom's iPhone or their dad's iPhone, and they come over and they start taking photos with me, and they just rack up 100 photos, 1,000 photos. It gets pretty crazy. It's not hard to delete those photos, but it is something that, it's just one of those things that it would be cool if the kid could rack up the photos on this. Now, you don't have to actually print the photo every time. Inside of your photo printing mode, inside of your photo mode, there are some options. So if you see this button right over here, it's got a printer on it right here. If I push this, now when I take my photo, it's not gonna print. So you can see there's no print happening right now. That just saves onto the SD card, and that is great because maybe you're out of printer paper, or the kid just wants to take photo after photo after photo after photo. That is a great way. And then later on you can pick which ones you want to print, because you can go inside of your playback menu and hit OK, and now I wanna print that photo. And so this is a great thing because not only can you choose the photos you want, but you can print repeat photos. Probably the most popular instant print cameras out there are the Instax cameras by Fujifilm. Now I have one of these, it's a printer. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to take high quality images with my Sony camera, edit the photos, and then send it over to this printer through their app on the smartphone. And then I'm able to print the photos onto this instant print film from Fujifilm. It's real film. And I like to do that because the cameras that come on these Fujifilm cameras are not great, just like this. They are not gonna give us the best results, but I am ending up spending like $1 or something per print with this, whereas this, it's literally down into like the cents. I'm spending hardly anything. This package of 15 rolls cost me $11, I think. And I ended up getting free shipping to Taiwan because I spent over $60 on this whole package here. So anyways, your cost of print is next to nothing with this. You don't have to worry about it like I do with the Instax images. Now, of course, I do get colored images and I get film images, but I think that this works great for scrapbooking. If you're somebody who's into scrapbooking, I really do think that this is great. I believe you could put your own micro SD card into this and then print the images that you want. So you might be able to use your Sony camera or your smartphone camera, download those images onto an SD card, and then put that SD card in here and print those photos onto this. This receipt paper is not gonna last like one of these Fujifilm photos. But if you were to take this, glue this, put it into a scrapbook, well, now you've got this cute little black and white photo that you can use for your scrapbooks. Now, just a couple examples of some nice photos that I've already taken with this. Oh, here's another thing, is that you can print these continuously. You don't have to rip it off. So you can print these like kind of like a picture booth images. So here's a couple photos that I've taken already. Here's my girlfriend and our dog. Here he is, nice detailed shot. And there they are together. Basically it for the camera. There are some flash modes. I haven't really tested those out, but I don't think anybody's really gonna be using the flash on this. I think you're either a kid who's gonna be pointing and shooting and taking tons of photos, or you're somebody like myself and you just wanna take some photos and you probably know a little bit about photography and you just wanna have an instant print option. It's cool that there's games on there. The SD card comes with it, USB-C, which is great. So this is how you load the printer paper inside the bottom. You literally just take that out of there and you've got this roll of paper right here. It tells you which way the paper needs to come out. So I've got this right here. Close it, and there's some paper. You could rip this off, or you could just take a photo and print it. You can see, like for example, this was the first load and there's a little bit longer border on this side to that side. So I think that this is a great option for kids and camera lovers that you might know in your life. Holiday season is coming up, so if you want to pick one of these up, click the affiliate link down in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.